So if we try and farm and get like 20 keys, maybe we can make it. And like 10 dice to reroll all the things that end up not having doors on them. I don't even know if going out here and doing this, like this part, is a good idea. It feels like it's a good idea. I hope it's a good. But the amount of times it's given us a shovel, surely it's a good idea. Yes. Again, I don't know how we do the shelter one. Still haven't figured that out. I guess now we really need to farm feet. Because they're gonna cost feet instead of... Which means we're gonna get a ton of gems now. You're not interesting, but you are a lot of paths. I think we could do you. Probably should have done the... not worthy, we probably should have done the money one. Oh, especially since we have the spreads. Oh, goodness sake. Oh well. You know what? I'm not gonna make it so that we end up... I know we could have gotten even more money. Well, no, because that one came after the... Oh wait, it spreads around the office. Still have two. I'm going to do you. One, because we use a lot of feet now. And because I knew there would be a key there, so, you know. Just in case, what if we got up there? So there's you. You're nice and all, but we're not going to use you as much. But here we could potentially, like, pull out something splendid. I mean, we're going to lead to the same, plus we get a thing. You don't have a box, do you? No. Your side door. We should probably do this, huh? But there isn't green. Does this effect do anything after? Like, if we... Does this only spread for the ones that are? Or if we got green later, would it still be? Would there still be some... would they get gems in them? Because that would just be perfect with our whole not using gems for door thing. I'll get some more money. Oh, and it also gives you, which is nice. I have two down here. So if they don't cost gems, would they also not cost feet, or would they still cost feet? And you do have a gem in you, which could perhaps mean that it in fact does do after, or it's a complete happenstance that it also happened to have a gem in it. More experimentation is required. Okay. I mean, it's a perfectly... Should have redrawn. We could have got something more interesting, but I was curious. Yeah, this does not have a gem in it. So it doesn't? Yeah, it doesn't come afterwards. Okay. Unless I'm missing it, but I don't think I am. So let's go down and get hallway. Just, I got all turned around there. We're gonna need feet. We do have a bit of this already. And that way we also get some more paths to follow. Nothing here for me. I mean, this could be good if we keep... But this goes up. And I think I'd rather be able to go up. Any coins or anything? No, I don't see anything. You're more likely to draw green room. Do we want more green room? I also don't like that you're a dead end. And we established a few moments ago that we're gonna need a ton of keys. Less common floor plans, would that be good? We already have 3 gems. Do we need gems for anything other than... Yeah, well, that works out. Okay, we haven't read this one. Presumably. The death of drafting, a fear every architect faces. Every architect has experienced it. You're drafting your house room by room and everything is going smoothly. Yes, suddenly you realize there's only a single path available for expansion, and it is imperative that you draft a hallway, or else your design will have no hope of further development. But on the critical draw, the drafting gods offer you nothing but dead ends, rooms with no exit and even fewer prospects. Dead ends are the death of dreams, the death of plans, and the death of expansion. In short, they are the death of your house. But are they generally as daunting and menacing as they appear? Perhaps beneath their morbid exterior, death ends hold some inherent value. In this volume of drafting strategy, we'll delve deeper into the world of the grave than any architect has ever dared to draft, to discover once and for all if there's any life beyond the dead end. Okay, no exit strategies. A dead end is any room that lacks another door by which to exit. Yes. It is understandable. It is an understandable instinct to want to avoid these rooms while drafting your house, as they limit your available paths for growth. However, seasoned architects quickly learn that you do not want to completely ignore them. A very common mistake that beginners make is picking the room with the most doors while drafting, ignoring all other factors, but every house needs some dead ends. But I don't even remember what you do. Don't be afraid of drafting a few dead ends. Each dead end room an architect drafts removes that floor plan from the draft pool. Oh, I didn't think about that. The more dead ends you draft, the less likely you are to draw them later on when decisions are more critical. And so often I want to... Well, not always. We do a lot of dead ends, like over here often, because we're like, well, we can go up and go down. So we do some dead ends sometimes when we think it's... Maybe we should draft lavatory more, because it's often it's a dead end, like a storeroom or a closet, where it's like we get something for it. That's why we're drafting it, rather than lavatory that does nothing for us. The key is figuring out a way to draft dead ends without blocking off your house's potential for expansion. Dropping a dead end room on the rank behind you is a great strategy to accomplish this, and helps you pick up some extra resources before continuing to higher ranks. In general, you should be trying to fill up every slot in your house before moving north. Grave mistakes. An introduction to the tomb. As foreboding as the black-bordered floor plan may seem, Tomb stands out as one of the most straightforward strategies centered around dead ends. This floor plan can only be drafted from the grounds and is considered one of the outer rooms. As such, it can be drafted at the very start of the day, allowing architects to know immediately whether their strategy should be focused on dead ends or not. The tomb itself is a vast crypt filled with shadowy alcoves and creepy recesses. Yeah, but here you get a ton of money. Then we also actually need somewhere to spend it all. That seems tricky to both. You'd need to get this, you would need to get a bunch of dead ends, get back out to get all the money, and then Although I guess, well, you could also get the you could also get the conference room to get the money in there instead. That's another like variable you'd have to add, and then somewhere to spend all the money or freeze it to next time, which that would require the freezer. Uh, the tomb itself is a vast crypt filled with shadowy alcoves and creepy recesses. The entire space was designed by early Orindian architects to evoke a sense of mystery and intrigue, perfect for those who are appreciative and skeptical of the dead end the, the dead end architecture. The 8 Aegean angels of that early era that are scattered throughout the tomb chambers are a memento of times past, and you will certainly be seeing a lot of them when employing a tomb-centered strategy, as you will likely be making several visits here throughout the day. How many feet do you think I have? A successful tomb strategy depends on 3 crucial factors: finding shops, amass enough steps to allow for return trips to the grounds, and drafting as many dead ends as possible. This strategy is perfect for those who love risk and great rewards. I mean, I love great rewards, and we do take a lot of risks, but sadly, those risks and reward usually don't like come back to us. Grounds for termination. Tomb isn't the only dead end you'll find on the grounds. There are a total of 8 outer rooms, which are rooms that are draftable outside of the house. These floor plans are unique, not only in where they can be drafted, but also in the fact that they are floor plans that cannot lead to the expansion of further rooms, making them the perfect candidate for dead ends. They are also able to be drafted at the very beginning of the day, which allows architects to plan out their strategy with greater precision and purpose. For example, on a schoolhouse day, architects will prioritize acquiring gems to pay for the extra classroom floor plans, whereas on a hovel day, they will focus entirely on getting a lot of extra steps. Oh, but that's what we're playing today. We'll see for how much longer. Grounds for Termination may have been a play on words for the title of this article, but it certainly wasn't a joke to the former groundskeeper Denny. That's a whole name. We should probably write that down. Denny Bain. I'll write down groundskeeper as well. Who made his home while employed on the estate in this humble bedroom. The groundkeeper's tool shed is often a great draft choice to find useful items like a shovel or a sledgehammer. The sledgehammer has also like paid off for us quite a bit. Even better items can be found in the trading post, that is, if you have something valuable to offer. This shop is frequented by local farmers and hunters who supply the state with goods in exchange for a few shiny trinkets. Most of the vegetables and fruits obtained from the locals are preserved in this subterranean cellar. When winter arrives, these stored goods are frequently traded back, providing them with a reliable source of sustenance during the colder months. Here's one of my many nemesises. Even further underground, provisions are also stored in the estate's bomb shelter. The purpose of this, of course, like the root cellar, is preservation. However, in this case, it's the preservation of people rather than food against fallout, radiation, and red rooms. The last outer room is a floor plan with a function that isn't as straightforward as the others. Oh, okay, that gives us all of these, but it doesn't give us what? Well, let's read on. Maybe it'll tell us. Just what is a blessing? How much gold do I need to give? How long does it last? The shrine is a space of reverence, a mystical cavern filled with the glow of candlelight, and those that show respect and pay tribute are blessed by the unseen forces that guide this world. Blessings are persistent benefits that last several days and are bestowed upon the reverent visitors who have made a offering of gold. The type and duration of blessing can differ depending on the amount of gold given, but the more gold you offer, the longer the blessing will last. Oh, okay. So, let's say we give 10 gold. Will that mean that we can get any of these, but it'll last longer than, say, 5 gold? Or does 10 gold only allow for certain ones? Or does, like, for example, let's say that this is, you get this for 1 gold. And then if you put in 10, you could get this for 1 gold, but also these could be in the pool for 10 gold. And I'm not sure. Clearly. And I'm not sure I've made any sense, but in my head I did, so. Blessing of the Tinkerer. When you draft the mechanical room, trigger your current experiment. Oh, we do like. Do we have many? Like 1 or 2, 3? I can't remember. Can I? Room directory. Mechanical room. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we do actually have a couple. Actually. turns out. A blessing of the general. After you draft a red room, if you have at least 5 different ranks containing red rooms, gain 5 gems. I've never had that either. While drafting, instead of picking a floor plan, you can pick a berry. If you do, draft a random floor plan from a draft pool, disregarding rarity. Uh-oh. If you call it a day in a room on your estate, you will draw that room while drafting from the grounds the following day. Ooh. Then this one we currently have, the blessing of the chef. Blessing of the dancer. While drafting, you may pay 1 gem to spin floor plans. Blessing of the gardener. Add 8 courtyard to today's draft pool. I think we've had this. Blessing of the high roller. Each time you draft the shop, gain an ivory dice. Gain 10 gold whenever you roll an ivory dice. I feel like there's very few of these we've gotten. But we've gotten different, haven't we? Top 5 dead ends, as selected by the editorial staff of Drafting Strategy. If Toolshed is good, then Attic is really good. We didn't see that often, I guess because it's probably difficult to get. Even at a steep gem cost, yeah, this room cannot be passed up. It always pays for itself and more. Study is likely the most powerful room for the experienced architect, who no longer has difficulty accumulating gems or solving chess portmanteaus. I don't know if that's the right... When does chess come in? We haven't played any. Like, I know there's a bunch of like chess pieces all over the place, but more than any other room, a coat check allows architects. We still have a pair of shoes there to center their strategies on a specific item of their choice. The risk may scare some off, but to those who see their steps as an expendable resource and throw caution to the wind, Hovel is an unbeatable drafting force. Surprisingly, this room is actually categorized as a dead end, allowing architects to utilize it in both dead end and color-specific strategies. Oh, we can win 200 gold. How do we send that? Oh, if we had that, we could probably have... Because you can read this, but maybe there would be some tiny hidden. I don't know. January 20th, 1980. See, maybe that's also like a date. Jan 20th, 1989. 19 dead ends. Draft 20 or more dead ends in a single day and you could win 200 gold. Do we have 20? But can you have the same? I don't know. Can you have the same multiple? No. Maybe? As we conclude this haunting October edition of Drafting Strategy, we trust that you have unearthed the darkest side of architectural design and found inspiration in the morbid realm of death and dead-end rooms. From the despair of a drafted lavatory to the chilling allure of the tomb, we believe that even the most eerie aspects of our world can spark creative brilliance in the architect's mind. As you venture forth into the shadows, remember that there is a certain beauty in the unknown and the macabre. Oh, macabre. Embrace the challenge of designing spaces that both captivate and unsettle, that provoke contemplation of our own mortality and the secrets that lie beyond. I don't really want to contemplate my mortality in my own home. That seems like a bad time. Ooh, gotta make sure. See, how many dead ends? So, no, you're not a dead end. 1 dead end, 2 dead ends, 3, 4 dead ends. I don't think you count as a dead end. 5 dead ends. 6 dead ends. 7. Not you. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. So is 12 the max we... But can we do... I don't think we can do over, right? Bookshop. We do have also 12 bucks. Like, we don't need... it would be nice to be able to go up. Like, how often do we get to... A new clue. We can't buy any of these. Ah, darn it. Curse of the Black. Yes, I just wanted to see if it said anything about them. Okay. I mean, I would really like a new clue. That sounds like that would be excellent. Hmm. As much as I like this, I do think we do this. Do we spend our... I think we do, because there could be a chance that there's some in. And there is. So do we go back? But you're always going to be unlocked. So you could give us something really great. This is not all that great. But we always have the spare room downstairs. Now, do we do this? I think we don't go down to the spare. Just in case we end up getting, like, the power room thingy. Although, oh no, we are wasting so many feet to go back that I've completely forgot about that whole thing where we spend all our feet. Oh. Holy, yeah, this was a bad choice. I think we're toast again just because of my foolishness. Yeah, right, yes. Because look, we got nothing left now. I mean, maybe we'll get that one where we get 40 feet again. That would certainly be great. Okay, let's see. A letter will be delivered in the mail room. That would also be... I think I want to do this. Because it's not, like, a lot. But each time you unlock a bypass... Because we can't spend gems anyway. But we could at least unlock, like, a door. And get one more gold next time. Maybe we'll even end up being lucky and finding more than... Oh. Let's not spend any more than... Now it's almost like we're just going for... Well, I would like you, but that's just gonna cost us too much. And we don't have any, like, super special items on us. So we can get more gems. Okay, so... Oh, you're not a hallway. Oh, there's our dead end. Give me the boudoir, I guess. This won't be the one, I can tell you that much. But one more up to our... Don't have a gymnasium, but I will eat you. Now we draft the gymnasium right here. Look at this. Gymnasium. Huh. I think we do this. Because we're not gonna get anywhere, but to have 6 gems and 15 coins tomorrow. Boom. But I don't need to check, can't pick up anything. I'm not sure what you are. Okay, so we have 6 steps. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're not gonna make it over to here. We can't do this, obviously. Okay. Call it a day, but tomorrow we start with 15 coins and 6 gems. That seems pretty good. I wish we could have unlocked more, but there's gonna at least be one more coin to our allowance. Right, there is no other... Yeah, we didn't meet any... It's okay, it's okay. We'll end it here. I assume we didn't do anything really special. Yeah, we couldn't have afforded, like, these books are so expensive. But let's like just increment the allowance so that eventually we'll go in entrance hall. Our envelope's like 100 gold, and we're fine. Any day now, any day.